people will get in these guys' ears. Like, no, don't do Vlad. You'll go back to prison.
Well,
it's like, and people actually believe it sometimes, is the problem.
Yeah, that's real.
Like, people actually believe it. If you look at the reality of the situation, the only person that ever went to prison after doing a VladTV interview is Keefe D.
Well,
and even then, we don't even know if that has
let's just be real. Let's be real, Vlad.
Completely related.
You interviewed. Majority of that interview was based upon the book
that he already published on Amazon.
For them to say it was your interview, and the book is already up on Amazon.
Right, it was the book.
Right, it's the book.
It was the book, and that's why I'm saying that's the only exception that you could even remotely say. But if you look at every other person, I can't control if a person does crimes outside of my interview. But I can tell you that when I do interviews with people, I'm extremely careful about statute of limitations, about I never ask about anything active that they're doing.
Yeah.
And I've turned down interviews. Like Drakeo the Ruler wanted to do an interview with me while he was still facing his murder charge in prison. And I told TK, I'm not going to do it. Once he gets out and he beats it, he has an open door. And as soon as he got out, we did his first interview.
Gotcha.
But while he was locked up, I said, I'm not going to do it because whatever you say could potentially be part of your case, and I don't want to be responsible for you getting any prison time.
No, that's real.
And that's the way I've always been. But unfortunately, but don't do that, you'll go to jail. Don't do that, you'll go to jail. Like, it just is what it is.
Or it's this, tell him you want $100,000.
Right.
Like, brother, do you understand, like, what this is? Like, why would I'm going to give you something that not going to come back?
Right.
I'm going to give you something that's fair for your time and your information. And then Vlad, for those of you guys don't know, he has to ultimately wait for that to come back. And for those of y'all that, coming home and he's trying to give you opportunity, and it's not even about what he's giving you. He got a studio, he got his editors, he got all kind of things.
I have a dozen people on staff.
Yeah.
And look, there are so many people that did their first interview with me that went on to have actual careers on their own. Terrance Gangsta Williams did his first interview on VladTV. I gave him some money for it, right? But it was a fair amount. It wasn't some crazy, insane amount. It was a fair amount where, I was able to earn my money back and make some profit off it. But he went and took that opportunity as a felon on probation that was working at Tyson's Chicken, hosing down chicken blood, that he launched his own YouTube channel off of that interview, and now, within a year, made 6 digits a year to the point where he quit his job, his probation officer signed off on it, and now he wakes up in the morning, records videos in his living room, and makes a 6-digit salary completely legal and doesn't have to go report to a job and so forth. That, to me, is a success, to me. I'm proud of that in terms of, or people like Mob James, where I gave him their first big interview that he went and had a career out of it over and over again. Ali Zoe Adam is now like on a run and doing other paid interviews and, starting his own stuff. Like, this is what I like to do. I find that as part of my success when I see other people successful on their own, not under my umbrella. I don't get a piece of anybody's YouTube revenue. They're doing this on their own, but I gave them that first big boost. But if you sit around waiting for 100,000, like Alpo, me and Alpo talked. I gave him an offer.
Me and Alpo talked too. I had him offers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
he ended up dying.
Yeah. Nothing's there.
It is what it is.
I had him offered to do a series. I'm like, bro, let's get it done.
But he felt he had a $1 billion story and he was going to wait until someone gave him $1 billion and he never got it.
Yeah. I told Alpo, I said, Alpo, I'm going to be real. You should just get with Dame Dash, bro, and just do your story. Do part 2 of Paid in Full.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
I said, it makes sense.
Yeah, like the DC part of the story. Right.
That's how it ended.
Yeah. They should still do it.
Definitely. I reached out to Dame last week.
Matter of fact, Cameron still looks relatively young. He could probably pull it off. Yeah. I'm serious.
Definitely.
I'm serious. He played Alpo great.
You got to remember, Cameron fits it because Alpo went and did 25 years, whatever he did, 20 years. So, whatever little age Cameron has on him, which he does, he hasn't aged that much, it'll make sense because this is him, what he went through in there.
Yeah, then the older
dealing with
version
the
of him.
all
Yeah.
that, yeah, you know what I mean? So, but then again, he was, I don't know what they waiting on. Like, I don't know who's talking to these people. They're listening to everybody that has nothing to do with the entertainment business. What are you waiting on?